Football's everything. I mean, it's just a way to get out of my head, I guess, or just like a way to get into like a state of mind of peace. But football's everything. I, I won't be anything without the sport.
Thought I saw the shadow on the door. Just a trick of the light I've seen before. I can never tell what's real anymore. Anymore, anymore. I remember when we ran from the pool.
How would we describe Caleb? A fighter. Caleb has always fought for what's right, for other people, for what he believes in his whole entire life. I think we knew that when we were pregnant with him.
We had some complications during our pregnancy. He lived in the NICU unit for several months.
Which is one of the reasons why he has the biblical name Caleb. He had fought to survive and then just took that fight on the rest of his life. What was Caleb's childhood like? So Caleb is the youngest of our 3 children. He has a older sister who is now 24, his brother Ashton who's 21, and then Caleb. So as I mentioned, Caleb was sick a lot when he was a baby. We spent a lot of time that first 3-4 years of his life in the emergency rooms or spending weeks at the hospital for issues that he had with his lungs. But I think he had a happy childhood. I mean, he and his siblings are very, very tight, very, very close.
We're the type to get a relationship where, whenever we need something, he can call me, I'll be there, or I can call him, he'd be there. If I need someone to talk to or need someone to talk to, we're there. It's judgmental free zone. So it's a pretty special relationship. Something I wouldn't change.
We have a great relationship. If he needs something, I'm there. If I need something, he's there. And we talk 24/7, if not more than that. So it's a great relationship. I couldn't ask for a better brother.
My favorite memory with Caleb was my senior year of high school. It'd be his freshman year. It was the first time we ever played football together. But I was on the sideline. It was like his first time being on the varsity. And a big setting. It was the end of the game. I'm pretty sure he ended up with 5 tackles or something like that. This isn't crazy for him, now. Now he's making 15 a game, so it wasn't anything crazy, but it was big for me. And I remember I ran to the middle of the field. People saying, "Oh, good game, action, this and that," and I disregarded them and ran straight to him, gave him a hug, and told I was proud of him.
My relationship with Caleb now is close to blood. It would be that, you feel me? Basically just like a brother, you feel me? A little brother. Little brother. How did I meet Caleb? I moved to Morzone in 7th grade at the end of the 2nd semester of 7th grade. I met Caleb in a group actually. Man, the crazy part is, I don't know how we built a friendship. It's just like you feel me? It was just something that came naturally. You feel me? We were on the football field, 7th grade, because 7th grade, you feel me? We talked a lot, but we didn't really bond until the end of 7th grade summer at football workouts when we both, you feel me, discovered that we took football very seriously.
One was like playing at Mooresville? Mooresville was undeniably the best high school around here. I mean, getting the whole community of Mooresville out here, I mean, that's every Friday night. That's wild. Playing in front of 4,000 people on your side of the stands and knowing that they're going to cheer for you regardless of the score. But, I mean, freshman and sophomore year, we had a struggle year, I guess, and then going into the junior year, we know we had a great team coming in, and we as a team were very connected. Definitely way more connected than freshman and sophomore year. And then going into senior year, it was not a question that we were going to be undefeated in the regular season, just because like how close we were. Like we played football since we were in 8th grade together.
Let's go.
They always like to say it's not a dream, it's the plan. And I think right there is a big difference. You know, they knew from the very beginning that this was a plan. This was a dream, don't get me wrong. But they kind of changed dream into plan to make it more solidified and to make it more solid.
Keep on running. Keep on turning. 'Cause it won't be too long. Powers. Keep on lying.
Better, Amir.
While your people keep on dying. Whoa. Keep on turning. 'Cause it won't be too long. So darn glad he let me try it again. 'Cause the last time on earth I lived a whole world of sin. So glad everything over. Keep on trying.
Sports is life for Caleb. I don't know if they really changed him or they made him. I guess I would probably say sports made him.
Football growing up, I sucked. From like my first 3-4 years, I was terrible. I couldn't block, couldn't tackle, couldn't run the ball, couldn't catch the ball. I don't know what's going on. And then just getting coaches around me that believed in me and worked with me, I guess, just helped out a lot. And then going into high school and stuff, that just having the confidence to like know I am believing in myself just made me the football player I am today.
He is a competitor at heart. He loves to study the game. So whether it's basketball, baseball, football mostly, he is always constantly wanting to be better, wanting to learn more, figure out how to make plays work better. So I would really say that sports made Caleb, not really changed him.
Yeah, he's a fierce competitor, always wanting to compete against people better than him to boost his talent level. So Caleb's always been fighting, like JD said earlier. He's always competing with his older siblings, and I think that played a factor in his life and what's made him today, because he's always been playing against kids that are bigger, faster, and stronger. And we've put him in those atmospheres throughout his football career. Always playing on a national level if we could, traveling in and out of the state. So it definitely made him a competitor, a fierce competitor.
I think it taught him to be a leader too. I do. I think because he's got such a huge heart, he wants those who have that same passion and desire to come up with him and to be a part of that. So I think it's taught him how to be a leader and how to use his voice for the good.
Yeah.
He'll come in as a 9th grader, and first time I laid eyes on him in the weight room, you could tell that he was well advanced in the weightlifting, and he was kind of quiet, but you could tell immediately that winning, being good at something was very important to him. I see him grow that he takes what he has and his goals
and he spreads it out amongst his teammates, and he wants his teammates to be successful. And I see the Clovis need to be there. Thus, whether we go offensive or not, when he says, when he talks, people listen. People listen. So we as coaches could say blah, blah, blah to our players, but when it comes from one of your own, sometimes the risk next even that much more.
Caleb has the hugest heart. Caleb loves people. And it doesn't have to be people that are his teammates or people on the field, but Caleb loves people deeply. He's very passionate about his morals and values. He's very passionate about what's right, what's wrong. And when he loves you big.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, you feel me? Caleb impacted my life tremendously. And with the way I was, you feel me, the way I was raised, you feel me, having that scapegoat to be able to, you feel me, fully focus on my career. Always being able to come over here, you feel me, basically doing the things that I always wish I could do when I was younger, you feel me? Going on the camps, you feel me? He took me to my first college camp, you feel me? That's when I really seen that, you feel me, I could actually play football at the next level, you feel me? So after then, you feel me, it was some little bumps in the road, but I was fully motivated and determined to go somewhere. So after there, you feel me, like I would say, like, you feel me, with what I have accomplished in my sport, you feel me, he had a big, huge part in it, you feel me, even driving me to play even harder, you feel me, just knowing how smaller he is and him still going 100%, 10% every single time, you feel me, wanting to beat him, wanting to be faster, you feel me, he just made me a better player myself. In practice, you feel me, it was like nobody else was on the field but me and him. Like, he had a huge, you feel me, like a huge part in what I have become athletically.
Ever since he was little, I've always kind of like looked out for him as, like, a big brother should. I feel like he's, kind of giving me that protective, that protectiveness. I know he's a big kid now, to handle his own, but every day I still feel like I have to be there for him. I have to protect him in some sort of way, whether it's somebody else or it's just the way he's living his life. Like, I always gotta watch out for him. So he's impacting in a good way. Caleb's drive is something I probably haven't seen from anybody that's from this area. It almost reminds me of like a Power 5 high caliber kid who just want to play ball. Kids up at 5 in the morning working out, comes home, goes to school, calls me at 12 just to talk to me, and I ask him when he's getting back on the way to D1 to work out again. He's always watching film. He's always doing something that involves football. But he's got a pretty crazy job. I'm pretty sure his life is balling out football and about nothing else.
But I think sports is where he really learned how to be dedicated and to be driven, focused. He knew from a very young age what his goals were and where he wanted to go, and he never stopped.
Was there any sign told us that?
Or signs.
Signs, yeah, that
Plural.
that Caleb would make it to where he is today? Yes, I think that didn't come until a little bit later. Again, with some of the complications Caleb had when he was born, he was on a lot of medication, and so when he got to middle school, he struggled a little bit with just confidence in general, from the aftermath or the, what is it called? Side effects, of that medication. But anyway, so I think once he got with the right coaching staff and he got with somebody who would let him express himself, who understood that he knew the game at way higher of a level than any 12-year-old probably should, I think that's when we started to realize, like, you know, hey, he's really coming into his own. He's got some confidence now. He's got a little swagger. I think that's when they started calling him Little Bosa. You know, so I think once the pieces fit and we got him with the right person, people, and I think that's when we really started to think that, that he would be doing big things.
His drive is bigger than him, like majorly bigger than him. You feel me? Like no matter how big, no matter how powerful a person may seem, you feel me? It don't matter. He's still gonna be him regardless. You feel me? Don't matter how hard the competition. Like, you feel me? Like, it's been plenty of times where, you feel me, our team, we go against teams like Huff and stuff like that. You feel me? Our team just like was like, you feel me, just mentally beaten already. But you feel me, Caleb was one of those ones that, you feel me, we was locked in, he was ready. You feel me? Like, and you feel me, he loved to talk. No matter he lose, win, he gonna talk. So yeah, his drive is definitely a competitor.
How would I describe Caleb's drive? It's hard. It's almost like it's undescribable. I mean, because his drive is so persistent, and you know, it's even more than grinding. His drive is just like nonstop, and he has goals set, so he knows what it's going to take to get to his goals. So he's persistent at grinding, and his drive just unbelievable. Like, you know, I've only seen like maybe 4 or 5 of my players have the drive they does.
What's it like to train with Caleb? I say it really like, you feel me? It's fun to train with him, you feel me? I mean, he's a character, most definitely is a character. He's a jokester, you feel me? So, I mean, it's motivation, you feel me? Like I said, once again, it's motivation just seeing like how, you feel me, like how he is who he is, you feel me, and able to do the things that he do, like lift certain weights, you feel me? I was like, oh, I just gotta get heavy and I gotta go 100 more pounds heavier than him, you feel me, because I'm bigger. So it's just like I said, it's just a competitive love, you feel me, for each other, you feel me? So that's really like the same thing for real. Ain't working out, you feel me? We just want to see each other do better.
I really don't have why. I love the feeling of when people talk down on me. I like the feeling of like how people come up with things in their head and they think that I'm not who I am, or like I'm not as good as other people say I am. So just like proving other people wrong. I mean,
who the fuck wanted with me? This the belly of the beast, and I come in at east end. I'm at work, put in work on the weekend. In that water, I dived in deep end. Made a quarter there just on the back end. Big body G when I back in. Tryna turn the G to the Bribers. Go get a G to my mama. Nigga, I had to sleep in the cold. With nothing for heat but a thermal. I used to post on my block. It was just me and my burner. The respect that I get, nigga, earned it. I talk to the street like a sermon. I'm rapping my pain now. Don't write this shit down in no journal. He got harder, I went harder. Thank the Lord, I beat my charges. A whole lot of shit I conquer. I'm a lion in the jungle. I'm only lying to you. I got the ball and I can't fumble. My block get dark, shit like a tunnel. Oh. To that money, Cho been raining. Still free my dogs, you know Cho coming. Hold on. Them niggas try heat up the summer. I'm on probation, I still ride with smoke poles. These niggas left me in the jungle. I watched them leave me out, I seen the doors closing.
He just ran that field.
Get paid and now you lit, yeah. It ain't no fighter, but still hit licks. Gotta go get rich, Hey, they walk down. There's 2 lies in my brain, I went insane, turned to a monster. Hey, forever gonna run my gang, I'm still the same, lie to your honor. Back out, got one more shot up at this shit. I was on the run, now I'm gonna get rich. Been geeked up, living wild, I slowed it down, cause they had noticed me.
Been street smart since a child, you niggas ain't wild, you niggas some hoes to me. All my niggas walk on down and ain't no hoes around me. 19, I bust the rolling down, at 20, I bust the AP. She gon' go fuck them other guys, come back, they still ain't like me. Lock down the cell, ain't do no right, and I ain't want no nigga to call me.
I think we would say to those that have been a big help in his journey, again, the coach that, Jeff Phillips at Powerhouse, when he had that opportunity and Jeff actually wanted him to come back to the organization. I think that's where it really started. We had an amazing opportunity because Caleb still had eligibility since freshman year hadn't started, and we played with the IU Bandits. So that's the Dallas Norman and Mark Brown and Ernest and
Regals,
Kevin Olson. But just the core group of men that he's had along the way. He has the utmost respect for Coach Holman at Mooresville, the whole coaching staff, but they have a bond that's just unbelievable. So again, I think just as everything started to fall into place, he's been able to have some amazing role models and amazing people around him to help support his journey. And of course, you and Ashton.
We do a lot of behind the scenes. A lot of the behind the scenes things.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Mooresville football team that hang out here and have hung out here throughout the years, both with Ashton and Caleb, are very fortunate to have you. Watch Mel, go over plays with them, be honest with them, and I think that plays a big factor.
I'm a football junkie.
He and our relationship is just being intertwined, and he knows what I'm thinking a lot of times. I know what he's thinking. When he comes off the field on the sideline, he's diagnosed. Even things that's go wrong, maybe he took the wrong path, he knows that he still corrects that. And we butted heads at times. But also, I put a lot of faith and trust in him because I knew I could. And so, he's a coach on the field. We study a lot. And so we study our opponents, everything about it, we want to know about it. And he's just been that extra coach that's on the field. It's been awesome.
Like my freshman and sophomore year, I thought I was full of it, I guess. And then him calming me down and just let me settle down and be balanced with football. Just played everything out. I would definitely say Coach Dallas, he made me definitely break out of my shell. Playing 14U AAU ball with him just showed me everything I could be, I guess. But him let me express myself on the football field, just let me play football and let everything else play a factor later on. It's a huge part.
I say eighth grade, you feel me? He was a little bit more quieter, you feel me? Then ninth grade, you feel me? He started opening up, you feel me? He just started being like, he came out of the shell that he was in. He started interacting with more people, you feel me? He started being more vocal on the football team, even though we young was on the football team.
Coach Jeff, he definitely made me break out of my shell too. Make me feel comfortable in the sport and just let me play more football at my speed and not downplaying me. And then behind the scenes, it's my parents, and then I would say Jordan Gay and D1, the whole D1 staff is really great and just making me feel like at home, I guess. And then just pushing me beyond my limits and knowing that I have talents that I haven't exceeded yet and just keep on pushing me so I can perform on the field. Did I feel any pressure? Yeah, definitely. I know my dad having his career that he did throughout everything, and then my brother obviously doing what he did at Mooresville. There was definitely standards that people set for me, but I would say they did a great job with calming me down and knowing it's my story, it's not what they have going on, I guess. Some of the obstacles that I had to overcome were definitely me mentally, just me always being hard on myself and always having to be the best on the football field or like wherever I'm at. I overcame it by just working on me and perfecting what I needed to perfect, not worrying about what everybody else thinks or what everybody else is doing. So just waking up at 5:30 like I do now, just going to work out, and just continuously like perfecting my craft to a point where like it's an obsession, I guess. So just working on me, not worrying about what everybody else thinks. I believe whatever I go through, or like whatever situation I'm put through, God's gonna control that situation. So all I can do is do my best or work as hard as I can.
So we come from two different denominational backgrounds, I guess. I grew up Catholic. Shane didn't grow up in the church. I guess we can say that. And so it was very, very important for us, for our not only our marriage and ourselves, but also for our children to, you know, find the right fit, be grounded in your faith, to talk about faith. You know, we're very spiritual. We're very, I would say, more spiritual than religious. But it's played tremendous part in every aspect of our life, not just sports.
Yeah.
The feeling I got when I got my first offer is indescribable. I mean, it's hard to put a feeling on when you receive your first offer, but I would say I played a big role into that. I mean, me and Coach Fury texted for a minute, and he invited me to a camp, and then I said, I'm not going to the camp unless you offer me, and then he called me 15 minutes later and gave me an offer. I mean, every offer has like a different feeling. I mean, obviously, like having the D1 offer is like they gave me like a feeling like different than the other offers, but at the end of the day, D2, D1, D3 doesn't really mean anything. But as they kept rolling in, nothing really changed with like my life. It just kept on going the same. People said things, but it's my life, I guess. Like nothing really changed. My key factor for college football is just like feeling at home, I guess. Not being too far away from home, but still having some type of distance. But it, like in general, just feeling like home at the college.
As an older brother, you know, I would like to see Caleb succeed. I don't really want to see him struggle. So I try, you know, I try my hardest to put my best input in it and give him like a standpoint from someone who, you know, isn't my mom or dad or our mom and dad. I try to give him, you know, that more of like a younger advice. So I mean, I like to see him succeed in everything that he does, and I don't ever want to see him struggle. You know, I'm expecting him to do some big things in college.
I hope to see from Caleb, you feel me, us sitting in the same room in about 4 to 5 years, you feel me? Not even in the drive room, you feel me, around family. Our names getting called in the drive. And you feel me, I hope to see him, I hope them see him, you feel me, fully go through college athletically, you feel me, and really take joy in college and really enjoy it and not let it be like a Burton type jump, like still love the game.
I love you now, I love you back then, and I will always love you.
We love you.
We love you.
New chapter begins.
How important is it for us as a family to show support? I don't think we've missed a game forever. I think
we
that
won't miss no games moving forward.
Now I got these rappers all breaking up a sweat. Cause every time I get up on the mic I come correct. And I learned it from the best. Always dressing something fresh. Looking for a little dime, big butt and nice chest.
Make me look big. Look big.
And the whole game satisfying restart day because I messed up. One of my favorite memories with my family would probably be walking senior night. Just I'm not like a person that wants total attention on me all the time, except for when I'm on the football field making a play. So them calming me down is making everything a joke.
I have some sports in here.
I ain't gonna wait for nothing, 'cause that just ain't my style.